Sometimes God assigns a really horrible job to a prophet. The guy below me has to point his finger at somebody. Maybe it's pointing at me. I don't know. But in 2 Samuel 12, 1 through 14, David did something that displeased the Lord. It was an act of treachery. It was an act of cowardice. There was immorality. It was an ethical problem, but it was just really evil. He sent a guy to his death in order to cover up his own sin of adultery. And God sent Nathan to David. Now, Nathan was the prophet. And Nathan has to go and talk to David about this thing. Now, when God taps you on the shoulder and says, it's your job to confront this issue and this person that's done the wrong thing, no one likes that job unless there's some sort of pathological personality. And Nathan's not. Nathan's a great guy. But he goes to David and he probably on his way over, he's thinking, well, how am I going to approach this? And so he tells David a story about a rich guy and a poor guy, and how the poor guy is loyal and is good and is righteous, and the rich guy defrauds him. The rich guy oppresses him. The rich guy pulls an act of treachery on him. And he says, what would you do, David, if you were in the room with these guys and it was your job to adjudicate this matter? And David said, man, I'm going to come down hard on this dude. And Nathan looks at him at the eye, points his finger at him theoretically and metaphorically, and he says, you're the guy, David. You're the guy. This is what you've done. And so it's Nathan's job to pronounce God's judgment, but also God's forgiveness and mercy. The outcome is that David repents of his sin. God forgives him, but God brings consequences as well. And it's a tough job. Nobody wants it, but we all have it in our lifetimes. We're all charged with the responsibility sometimes of pointing the finger at injustice, at immorality, at inequity, at oppression, at evil laws, and at the arbitrary and capricious enforcement of evil laws. And we do it. It's uncomfortable. No one wants the job. But at some point, we all have it. We're all in that, at some time or another, prophetic role.